Good evening. Welcome to the graduation on Friday evening of the class of 2022. Class, you may be seated. I would like to extend my gratitude to the following people for their work leading up to this culminating event. To the Woburn Memorial High School administrative team, Mr. Duran, Detective Fumacello, Mr. McGuire, Mr. Martin, Ms. Patrici, and class advisor, Ms. Curran. To the Woburn Memorial High School faculty and staff, I thank you all on behalf of the graduates and the families for your dedication and commitment to the education of each and every child in the class of 2022. I would like to extend a special recognition to our retiring faculty and staff, Mr. Ed Kaufman. Many of you probably had Mr. Kaufman in school as well, parents. Mr. David Walker, Ms. Maureen Maney, Mr. Arthur Spicer, and retiring principal of the Lynn Scott Rumsford Elementary School, Mr. Ernie Wells. Thank you for your years of service to the city of Woburn. A very, very special thanks to the district and high school facility managers, Mr. Dunkley and Mr. Ruggieri, as well as the custodial staff and grounds crew that have worked many hours to ensure the school and district are safe and pristine. To the administrative assistant team, Ms. Giardina, Ms. Pugsley, Ms. Quinn, Ms. Rope, Ms. Shaughnessy, and Ms. Tickham, this team works tirelessly to make graduation a reality for all seniors. To the Woburn Police and Fire Departments and the Department of Public Works, the Woburn Public Media Center for their support throughout all events planned for the graduates. To Mr. Tully and Mr. Gilberti, who prepared the Woburn Memorial High School Band and a cappella choir for their performances we will enjoy throughout the ceremony today. Thank you to the district and city officials in attendance today and for your support of our graduates throughout their 4 years at Woburn Memorial High School. These include, but are not limited to, Mayor Galvin and the City Council, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Crowley, and the district staff, and the school committee chair, Dr. Wells, and the school committee. This year, Woburn lost past superintendent, Mr. Paul Andrews. In honor of Superintendent Andrews' years in service in education and to the Woburn Public Schools, a brick will be added to the Pathway of Knowledge donated by the Woburn Memorial High School administration and faculty. Last but not least, I would like to thank my staff, amazing students and parents, and the greater Woburn community for your support throughout my tenure as principal. It has not always been easy, to say the least, but serving the city has been a great honor and a role I will deeply miss. Thank you. At this time in the ceremony, I would like to pause for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand if you choose. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. And now the national anthem showcasing the WMHS a cappella choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars to the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the
And now it's my pleasure to introduce Class President Omar Muhuddin, who will deliver his speech to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Principal Callahan. Good evening to the city of Woburn and its guests. My name is Omar Muhuddin, and I'm honored to be present in front of you all, delivering this speech for Woburn's first Friday night graduation. Before I begin my speech, I'd like to thank the school committee members for making it possible to have this graduation on Friday night. We came forward with the class and we said this is what we wanted, and it ended up happening, so very thankful for that. Huge thanks to Principal Callahan for always listening and being very fair when it came to us. I understand it's a bunch of kids, but she gave us the opportunity. She helped us move it to Friday. I'd like to thank my guidance counselor, Mr. McCurran, and Principal Martin. He's been a huge help through my entire high school career and a big part of everything. And he's always respected me, and that means a lot. And I'm sure a part of that's because he fears me. He's a big, tiny guy. I'm just kidding. He'd probably kick my ass. And I'd also like to say thank you to the remainder of the staff and all the parents. All of you guys play a huge role in the people we are today and our presence at this graduation tonight. So thank you, everybody. Tonight, we welcome you to celebrate a huge moment in our lives, the graduation and completion of our high school career. As much as a high school graduation may be downplayed, it is still a huge accomplishment. These last 4 years have most definitely come with their struggles. And every person sitting on this field and these stands tonight has struggles. But no two people are comparable. They're people who struggle in the classroom, especially if you've ever had Mr. Mon as a teacher. In their home, in their relationships, at their job, at their sports, and every other part of life. And to not realize that everyone has these struggles is not equitable. We each have our unique struggles, and they help shape us into the people we are daily. And as we come through our adolescence, we are still discovering who we are and what our purpose in life is. We turn to the adults in our lives to learn from. We also learn from our mistakes and the mistakes of the others around us. We begin to separate right and wrong and start to understand what type of person we want to be. And regardless of the path we took, we all still ended up here, waiting for a piece of paper that validates these last 4 years that also came with 4 years of hardship. I don't need to remind anyone that our experience has been different than your regular high school experience. But we cannot be ignorant of the good times that also came along with it. We need to pay mind to the good moments just as much as the bad. These experiences and struggles we've gone through have built resilience, which calls for hope for the future. Today is your opportunity to build the tomorrow that you want. There's nothing stopping any one of us from achieving the goals that we set our mind to. Be open to failure. Be open to trying new things. Be courageous. I stood up in front of you all at the beginning of the school year, and for my presidential speech, from beginning to end, I sang the song Hey There Delilah. And some of you were probably thinking, oh, he was too lazy to write a real speech. And you'd be right. But I also asked myself, what's the worst that could happen? Because at the end of the day, you'll be better off trying something and deciding it isn't for you than regretting never even giving yourself the opportunity. I ask that you all be willing to try things you normally wouldn't try and be bold. Be different. Bring change. As everyone likes to remind us, we're the generation to bring change. But that change comes from within first. Today is your opportunity to build the tomorrow and the future that you want. I'd like to say congratulations to all, and thank you, class of 2022, for your time and your trust in me as class president. Before I introduce the Valedictorian of the class of 2022, myself and the other class officers want to extend a thank you to our class advisor, Ms. Curran. So I'd like to welcome her. I'd like to welcome her up onto the stage. Now, please welcome the class of 2022 Valedictorian, Process Engineer.
Good evening, class of 2022, families, administration, faculty, and everyone else in the audience. I am greatly humbled and honored to be speaking here before you on what marks the end of 13 years of education in the Woburn public school system. Class of 2022, congratulations. After a long 4 years, we can finally say we did it. When I was trying to come up with what to say in this speech, I told myself not to make it too heavy with references to COVID, as I'm sure it will get plenty of mentions throughout this graduation ceremony. However, I would be remiss if I did not detail how significant it is for us to be graduating in a time like this. We have had only a year and a half of normal school. The rest has been filled with the ups and downs that came with adaptive learning. Some of the ups included waiting outside Google Meets, excitedly texting our classmates about how our teacher is 5 minutes late in opening up the call. The downs being when they finally opened up the call and we had to get on with another content discussion. Despite it all, we persevered and made it through. I am very proud of us for that. On the last day of senior classes, I sat in the back corner of Mr. Fowler's calc class, scrolling all the way through my camera roll with my friends. During this, I saw the classic friend group photo with the shoes forming a circle, aggressive side parts, and skinny jeans. These pictures, as jarring as they were, all demonstrated one thing: change. It's hard to look back 4 years ago, or even to just the beginning of our senior year in September of 21, without wondering who we were or what we were doing because of how much growth we've had. But we should not view how much we've grown as a negative or a reason to regret our past. Rather, we should see it as a sign of hope. Hope for the fact that as we soon embark on the biggest change of our lives and leave home, we will adapt and grow and find ourselves successful in our futures as problem solvers, innovators, and much more. But I'm well aware that staring your future down can be a scary thing. As my inspiration, the truly iconic Dr. Christina Yang once said, "Sometimes the future changes quickly and completely, and we're left with only the choice of what to do next. We can choose to be afraid of it, to stand there trembling, not moving, assuming the worst that can happen, or we can step forward into the unknown and assume it will be brilliant." As we go out these next 4 years, be confident, stay true to yourself, and look for meaning. Meaning, a word whose importance I truly came to learn this past year. We shouldn't do things because we think they'll get us to some desired outcome, or simply for the sake of adding it to our resumes. We should do them because they are meaningful and we are passionate. I am grateful to have learned this lesson this year, and I know that if we all apply meaning to our endeavors, our futures will be brilliant. What those futures will exactly look like will be different for every single one of us sitting here today, but nonetheless, brilliant they will be. As we sit here today, at the end of our secondary school careers, take a moment to reflect on everything we have accomplished. There is so much there to be proud of, and even more proud moments to come. For the athletes, be proud of one final successful season. To the artists, be proud of the powerful and important messages shared through this year's school play. To the scholars, be proud of another year of surviving challenging courses. And to everyone in general, be proud of the fact that we finally made it to this moment. However, as strong and incredible as each and every one of us are, none of us got here alone. We were supported by a community that picked us up when we fell, motivated us when we felt low, and advised us when we were at a crossroads. I would like to take a moment to thank some of those people in my life. To every teacher in Woburn Memorial High School, thank you. None of us would be here today if not for your constant guidance and support throughout our academic journeys. To Ms. Rossi, thank you for creating what many consider to be the most welcoming classroom in WMHS. To Mr. Sanders and Mr. Fowle, thank you for creating a wholesome environment to learn math in. And thank you to so many more of Woburn's incredible staff. To my friends, Christina, Liv, Sahana, Trisha, Kinu, and Sanaya, thank you for staying by my side these past 18 years. Thank you for hearing me out every time I panicked over something ever so small and unimportant. Your understanding is always greatly appreciated. To the people who shaped my character the most, Mom, Dad, I would be nowhere near the student and half the person I am if it was not for you two. To Johan, although there are moments when I wonder how we can possibly be related, I am grateful to say you made growing up more enjoyable, and I know you have a big senior year ahead of you. Good luck. I'm there for you. As I bring my speech to a close, I want to make note of one significant statistic. Across the country, there are roughly 30,000 high schools and some 3.7 million graduating seniors. On paper, our class blends in. We are just 1 in 30,000. However, when you look closer, the truly unique and valuable characteristics of our class shine through. We are a class of artists, athletes, leaders, and scholars. A class that comes together in times of adversity to support one another. Even greater, we are a class that challenges. We are a class that, through healthy competition and positive relationships, encourages our classmates to work harder, be better, never accept anything less than what we deserve, and strive for more. Andy Bernard said, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them." Class of 2022, I know that down the line at our first reunion, we will all be able to look back at our 4 years and find one moment, just one, that we can wholeheartedly call the good old days. And for that, class, I have to thank you. Congratulations. We have accomplished a lot and have much to be proud of. So enjoy your day. It's been 13 years in the making. Thank you. Please welcome Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Matthew Crowley, who will give his message to the class of 2022.
Thank you very much. Tough act to follow. I'll be brief. And good evening, class of 2022. Thank you, Omar, for getting us here on a Friday night. Congratulations, class of 2022. You've made it, and you've survived and thrived in these historic times. However, as you just heard, you didn't do it alone, and I'd like to just take a couple minutes to thank the people that supported you. First, I'd like to start with amazing teachers of the Woburn Public Schools, not just here at the high school, but throughout the Woburn Public Schools. And I'd like to thank all staff in the Woburn Public Schools, the paraprofessionals, the nurses, the secretaries, the bus drivers, everyone that's contributed to get you to the finish line. I'd like to thank people on the stage behind me, Principal Callanan and her team, for the amazing job to get you here today. I'd like to thank Mayor Scott Galvin, School Committee Chair John Wells. We are fortunate also to have many school committee members here and city council members here tonight who have contributed greatly to your success. Chromebooks, HEPA filters, etc. The investment made in you has been profound and has made a significant difference in your educational process. Lastly, to our family and friends, thank you. Thank you for sharing your children with us and trusting them with us and supporting them through their education. So, class of 2022, we are very proud of you and wish you all the best in your very bright futures. Thank you, and looking forward to seeing you cross the stage momentarily.
Please welcome Mayor Galvin, who will now address the class of 2022.
Welcome, everybody. I want to thank you, all the members of our school and city departments who worked so hard to organize today's Woburn Memorial High School Class of 22 graduation exercises. I'd like to specifically take a moment now to recognize my colleagues from the City Council. There's a handful of them out there. Former Chief Robert Ferrulo, Alderman Wood, he's the Alderman at Large, Lou DeMambro, Jeff Dillon, Charlie Viola, and two aldermen in particular. A very special evening for them. Darlene Bruin has a graduate tonight. She's also a great alderman. And City Council President Mike Concannon with his last graduate. So thank you guys for what you're doing. I'd also like to take a moment, a sincere moment, to congratulate and thank Jess Callanan for all she's done for the Woburn School Department. Her leadership in shepherding all these students through, and a number of students, particularly some of mine, and leading the city and the school through COVID. Jess has been an amazing leader and a great person. So Jess, thanks for everything you've done. Today is a great day for the city of Woburn. Class of 2022 is graduating from Woburn Memorial High School. Feeling of pride in our communities as we send out the next generation of students who will change the world in their own ways, whether it's putting their mark on the economy, the arts, government, military, education, technology, science, or medicine. The impact and influence that teachers, principals, guidance counselors, and other educators have had on your development and success in earning a high school diploma is undeniable. We thank all the educators for their passion and commitment with which they've helped the outstanding members of Woburn Memorial High School's class of 22. Thank you. In addition to these dedicated people, there are many others who have contributed in many ways to your personal development and academic success that has led you all here today to mark a significant achievement in your young lives. Your friends, your siblings, coaches, supervisors at work, and a variety of community role models, but none have been more important than your parents and your grandparents. 2022, the class of 2022 has excelled in sports, academics, art, theater, and music. These various talents will serve you well as you embark on the next stage of your journey, whether you're headed to college, your first job, or military service. This coming Monday, we will recognize the 78th anniversary of the invasion of Normandy, which was on June 6, 1944, when our Allied forces drove Nazi Germany out of Europe and preserved the principles of freedom and democracy, both here in the United States and in Europe. We thank all of our veterans who have served and are serving in all wars and conflicts, defending these principles of freedom and democracy that we all challenge. And I'd ask if there are any veterans, please stand up and give them all a great round of applause. In my job as mayor, I'm elected to serve the best interests of the city as a whole. It's an awesome job and it comes with many responsibilities. I'm frequently making decisions, submitting proposals, and implementing solutions for a myriad of issues, all with the goal of making Woburn a great place to live and raise a family. I've made mistakes and experienced failures along the way. It takes time, but I've always gotten back up and learned from these experiences. As graduates, you can't be afraid to make mistakes or failure, but take action, even if you're going to face criticism. There will always be those who criticize, no matter what the issue. I'm going to leave you with a few words from Theodore Roosevelt, which is framed in my office, compliments of Superintendent Crowley. Those words have always inspired me. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong person stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the person who's actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, sweat, and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there's no effort without error or shortcoming, but who has actually strived to do the deeds, who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends themselves for a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if they fail, at least they fail while daring greatly, so that their place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. So students, graduates, do your best, stay involved, be bold, and never be afraid to make mistakes or take criticism. Follow your own heart and your own goals. Congratulations. Great times ahead. Good job.
Please welcome School Committee Chair Dr. John Wells to congratulate the class of 2022. Sorry.
Thank you. It's an honor to represent the school committee members here, Mr. Mulrennan, Ms. Chisholm, Mr. Kissel, Ms. Crowley, Mr. Lipsett, and Ms. Cormier. This is a happy occasion. It's one of the things we look forward to in the school committee is this date, and we're grateful that it's happening on a Friday night. I know we've been thinking about it for a long time, but you finally made it happen. Congratulations. I'd like to congratulate one of your fellow classmates, Faith, who was the student representative to the school committee. She kept us informed, and on behalf of the committee, I'd like to call her up and give her this little gift on our behalf. Finally, I'd like to thank the students. You've made it through the journey of the Woburn educational system and the family that's here to celebrate with you. And then last, I'd like to thank Principal Callanan for her service to the community and to the high school. And on behalf of the school committee, thank you for your service. Have a good day.
Please enjoy the musical talents of the Woburn Memorial High School Band led by Director Jack Tully. The band will be playing Aztec Fire, which is dedicated to the class of 2022. This year, we are fortunate once again to have co-salutatorians, Sahana Dar and Sarah Turner. At this time, Sahana will address the class of 2022.
Good evening and congratulations to the class of 2022 for making it this far and being able to graduate today. And to the parents, teachers, families, and friends who must be so proud to be able to watch someone they care about do so. As I reflect on the past 13 years, to all the moments that have led up to this point, I tried to pinpoint memories that stood out to me as the most valuable and character building. There was a lot of hard work that allowed me to be speaking here before you today. A lot of all-nighters pulled and tears and energy drinks and flashlights. However, although I do value and highly prioritize my education, my academics are not what I used to define myself as a person I've become over the years. Rather than classwork and homework and vocab quizzes, it was more the 8th grade card games, the field trip bus rides, and those days after tests where we were given the class to relax and have discussions with people with whom we may have never spoken to before. It was learning to grow in this environment with the people I've met over the past 13 years that ultimately shaped the type of person I am today. The experiences with my classmates have all brought their own individual lessons into my life. It started with games at recess, which allowed me to interact with multiple people, teaching me how to work amongst others and adjust to new rules and personalities. The debates and conversations in class showed me how different people had different opinions, and the importance of acceptance, and to learn how to expand my views when necessary, and stay true to my own morals in other cases. The girls who came in and comforted me in the bathroom taught me the importance of compassion, and those who ignored me and walked out showed me that sometimes others would not be willing to bend for you, which only strengthened me and helped me in overcoming my own challenges. The teachers who let me stay in class day after day taught me that asking for help is not always a bad thing, and friends who would come and go taught me how to embrace change and how to appreciate the good memories and learn from the bad ones. The year of Zoom calls taught me to never undervalue socialization and how to maintain relationships despite the lack of being in person. And I believe that is when I truly learned how to put effort into other people and understand who were the people willing to put effort into me. Every face that I met was a new individual, a person with their own story, and brought another lesson into my life, whether it was through their support or through admiration for them or through strengthening myself in order to adjust with their presence in my life. Growing up with this class has taught me so much more about the world and about myself, and for that I'm so grateful. And as I move forward, not only will I miss my closest friends, but also all the familiar faces with whom I'm so used to seeing day to day, whether it was a conversation or just a passing smile, or even a mutual understood lack of acknowledgement. I will miss the familiarity of being surrounded with such a unique group of people my entire life, and I'm hoping that the faces to come will bring at least half the lessons that you've all taught me. Now, as we step into our futures, allow yourself to learn and change from all the people who are staying with you and who are soon to be entering your life. There are going to be more difficult stages and harder paths stepping forward, and the people you encounter can become your greatest assets if you allow them to do so. Those who support you will show you compassion and kindness, and will help you recognize and appreciate the strengths and qualities you possess for which they love you. Those who you may have a strained relationship with will only teach you how to fend for yourself and become resilient against any other negative forces you may experience in the future. The people you meet every day will not only define you, but their presence and what they have taught you will stay with you for the rest of your life, even if they themselves may exit it. And as you are meeting all these new faces, just remember that just as you are staying strong through the challenges you are facing, so are they. And so the most important lesson to be learned from others is the value of empathy. As I near the end of my speech, I would like to give a few more personal thank yous to some more prominent faces in my life. Thank you to all my teachers for your guidance, especially the teachers this year that stayed supportive through my senior slump. Thank you to my family for everything you've given me, and to my mom for being a role model for me over the years. Thank you to all my friends for always seeing the best in me, even when I couldn't. And an even bigger thank you to my best friend, who is the strongest person I know and who continues to inspire me day after day. And despite comparisons by others, I'd like to thank Persis and Sarah for being friends and never competitors, who I could always turn to for support and inspiration. I've not met any other people as hardworking as you, and I'm honored to be able to stand up here beside you both. And thank you to the class of 2022 for helping me grow up. Congratulations, everyone, and I wish you all the best.
At this time, I am happy to introduce the co-salutatorian, Sarah Turner, who will address the class.
Good evening and welcome, family, friends, faculty, and class of 2022. Congratulations to you all for overcoming the challenges and hardships over the last 4 years and for making it to this very special day. I know I am not alone when I say I cannot believe how fast high school actually went. We heard all the people here tell us it would fly by, but I didn't believe them until I blinked and it was senior year. I know that many of us remember being in preschool and hearing you will be a big kid when you enter kindergarten. Then we entered kindergarten, and the closer we got to finishing elementary school, the talk was all about getting ready for middle school. When we finally made it into middle school, all we could talk about was going into high school. As we entered high school, the small fish in the seemingly big sea, the focus became getting into college. With each transition, we thought more and more about our future and what was to come next. Looking back, that was a mistake. I, like so many others, failed to realize that the most important thing in life is to live in the present moment. Stop, pay attention to the world around me, and take it all in. As a kid, my family always told me to slow down and take one thing at a time. I didn't realize what that truly meant until now. My high school experience has given me a new lens on this future-oriented thinking. It taught me to take a step back and recognize that living in the future is not always beneficial and can cause us to miss out on other important aspects of life. While thinking about the future has a time and place, it does not need to be the only outlook that we have on life. I know I'm not the only one here today that has lived their life thinking and obsessing about what the future holds. The daily stresses and anxieties that we face often cause us to get ahead of ourselves, and we forget to take a step back and remember that we can only control the present. We must take each second, minute, hour, and day as they come and avoid excessive rumination about our future. In the wise words of Ferris Bueller, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it. Despite the uncertainty the past couple of years has brought, we have managed to persevere and learn not to take anything for granted. Although the world seemingly slowed down, it taught us patience, appreciation, and passion for the world around us. Through these struggles and our newfound appreciation for being present, we developed an unmatched perseverance that every one of us showed over the past 4 years. This is a quality that we will be able to use no matter what comes next for each of us. It would be easy to focus on the things that we missed over the years and the different losses that each of us here has faced. We all know what it feels like to miss out, which is why it is crucial as ever to remain grateful for any experience and opportunity that arises in the present moment. We are able to focus on all the moments we have enjoyed, including homecoming, prom, pep rally, football games, and most importantly, gathering here today at graduation. As I look around at the crowd, I see 4 groups of people that I would like to acknowledge and share some words with. The first group I want to speak to is the teachers and administration. As we journeyed through our academic careers up until this point, we met 3 different types of role models. Those who kept it real, those who kept us humble, and those who never gave up on us. While these role models were not always teachers, that does not mean that your impact was any less. Thank you all for your patience, guidance, and compassion. Each one of you played a role in shaping the group of graduates you see here in front of you today. The second group of individuals I want to speak to is the parents and family members of all the graduates. Your support, advice, patience, listening ear, and love for all of us here is the reason that we have made it to this day. Without you, none of us would be here achieving our goals with passion and excitement. Despite the sleepless nights, countless tears, and constant aggravation that many of you may have felt raising us, your efforts are not in vain. If any of you are like my mother, I know you may not believe us when we tell you repeatedly, but we are prepared to take the next step in our lives, and we wouldn't be taking it without you all in our corner. The next group I want to speak to is my family. I want to thank you all for shaping me into the person I am today. Your never-ending support and encouragement in every aspect of my life is unmatched. Thank you to my parents, Amy and Paul, who showed me what hard work is and gave me both the motivation and drive to be successful. To my sister, Catherine, thank you for being a role model, someone I can trust, and someone I can look up to. Thank you to my grandparents, Kathy and Rick Boyd, for all the endless laughs and love. I appreciate you two more than you will ever know. Being able to live with you in the winter so that I could pursue competitive skiing was the greatest opportunity and support you could have ever given me. Lastly, I want to thank my true inspiration. She wasn't able to make it to see me graduate, but she made it in spirit. She was the one person who checked in on me constantly and asked every day if I had finished my homework, even though she knew the answer was always yes. She inspired me and taught me things I never knew I needed to know, like how to play poker, how to wink, and how to confuse your enemies. Simply smile. I would not be up here graduating, let alone speaking, if it weren't for all of you. Finally, to my fellow graduates. 13 years ago, we entered kindergarten, unsure of what we wanted to be when we grew up. When asked the question, some of us responded that we want to be teachers, doctors, or firefighters. Others were less sure of what they wanted to be. As we sit here on this field together, some of us still have a clear path of what we want to pursue for a career, while others, myself included, are unsure. One thing that we all have in common is that we are prepared for the journey in front of us, no matter how hard it may be. As we take the next step in our lives, make sure to take the time to be present, to appreciate the little things, and to be true to who you are. To sum it up, we made it. As Ferris Bueller once said, the question isn't, what are we going to do? The question is, what aren't we going to do? That is a question that only you can answer. Thank you, and congratulations.
The a cappella choir, I'm giving him time to walk, will perform Here Comes the Sun by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Please enjoy.
Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. There's no rain, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes.
We're almost ready, guys. Couple more things. It is my distinct honor to announce this year's awardees of the TID Scholarship. But first, some insight into the origins of the scholarship. The Marshall TID Scholarship was established by Marshall M. Tidd of North Woburn in 1906. Marshall Tidd was a well-known civil engineer and one of the oldest members of the American Society of Civil Engineers. A $2,000 trust fund was created for 2 scholarships to be given out each year, one to a male and one to a female graduate. The principal of the school, the mayor of Woburn, and the president of the women's club were to make this selection. To quote the creators of the scholarship, the beneficiaries of these funds need not be of the highest scholarship, but they must be of the highest manly and womanly characteristics. Now in 2022, we do it slightly differently. The faculty chooses the nominees for the TID Award. In 2022, the TID Scholarship awardees are chosen, like I said, by the faculty. This year's awardees are students of the highest character, and without further ado, I would like to announce Emma Patrici and Tyler Sullivan to be recognized as the 2022 awardees of the Marshall Scholarship. If both could stand to be recognized. At this time, I would like to address the class of 2022, and this is the last speech. Your graduation is the 167th commencement of Woburn Memorial High School. The first graduating class held its commencement examinations in the Grammar Schoolhouse in District 1 on Friday, July 27, 1855. The graduating class consisted of 10 young women and only 1 young man. The class of 2022 proudly graduates 314 students, and the schoolhouse has been replaced with this magnificent building behind me. And the class of 2022 joins many graduates who have helped to build upon the traditions and pride of Woburn Memorial High School and the city of Woburn. Seniors, I do not want this opportunity to pass by to say that I am really proud of you. I am proud of you for completing 13 years of schooling and earning your high school diploma. Your class has lived and continues to live through events that will be added to history textbooks, not only in the United States, but across the globe. It is my hope that your common experiences connect you with one another, your families, the nation, and all of humanity. The challenges facing humanity will need individuals to work collectively to solve them. Take the time today to celebrate your achievement. Celebrate by being joyful and proud, and know that nothing that comes after would be possible without the piece of paper you earned today. The high school diploma opens doors for the rest of your life. Over the course of the last 4 years, I have watched you grow into the confident and accomplished graduates before me. You have experienced trials and tribulations, amazing highs and some lows, pushed yourselves academically, mentally, athletically, and socially. When I look out over the class in your faces, happy times come to mind, and times that were so incredibly challenging for you as a class and individuals. I want to say again, I am proud of you. Go ahead, you can clap. When I reflect on you as a class, a few consistent themes bubble up to the surface. Your shared challenging experiences over the past 4 years have inspired you to be innovators and the most civically engaged class to graduate in memory. Leading up to today, I asked your teachers to reflect on the accomplishments of the class of 2022. Namely, the many firsts that your class inspired. To name a few: the first Friday night graduation, the first to attend an international DECA competition, the first to start the Model UN Club and compete, the first to create a student organization called the Woburn High Stage Company, under which the following took place: the first virtual festival production, the first virtual musical, which I had a cameo in, the first student-written festival production, and this year the first in-person musical under the Stage Company that featured over 70 students. The Woburn Memorial High School Marching Band earned the highest ever score and placement at the New England Marching Band Championship for the first time in history. The first concert for chorus a cappella choir and the virtual concert and concert band, the first virtual music awards banquet, the first class to have a Thanksgiving football game at Fenway, the first inducted class of the Rho Kappa History Honor Society John D. McElhaney chapter, the first inductees of the Business and World Language National Honor Societies, the first to graduate with certificates in early childhood education from Middlesex Community College, and partnerships with our elementary schools and school and society through the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. One of the first classes to have over 30 students earn the seal of biliteracy, demonstrating fluency in multiple languages. The first ever cross-curricular collaboration with the Woburn Memorial High School Science and Italian students with a counterpart school in Italy. The first ever biotechnology students entering a competition called Genes in Space. The first seniors in recent memory that will be attending college outside of the United States. As young activists, the Embrace Club was the first to participate in multiple gun violence awareness and prevention actions in Woburn, the first to organize and execute a medical supply drive for a war-torn country of the Ukraine, the first to volunteer at a public citywide COVID vaccine clinic. As a result of the efforts of the Spectrum Club, held the first and second community galas to support the rights of our LGBTQ plus community, bringing communities across Greater Boston area together. The first to create the Uniting Females of Power Club that brought awareness to critical issues and needs within the building. Other observations about your class are that the current freshman mentors and peer mediators are the best groups your advisors can ever recall. The most skilled, the most caring, and the most reliable. The Best Buddies program continues to grow, which creates a safe and supportive environment for all of our students at Woburn High School. The Green Team works hard to raise awareness in our school about pressing environmental concerns and proposes solutions for addressing these concerns. Clubs such as SAD and Learn continue to promote safe and responsible decision-making to ensure that no student puts themselves at risk due to unsafe decisions or the lack of a pre-plan. The Key Club continues to identify critical needs within the community and run successful blood drives, even in the face of the pandemic. Many seniors give up valuable time to assist with the Tanner Tutor program and provide free one-on-one tutoring to their peers. Our young journalists tackle controversial topics in the student-run publication, The Bullseye. This class is athletically and academically gifted, but more importantly, students are more focused on what they want out of life, well-rounded and kind. Parents, you will be happy to hear that at our senior prom, the staff at the facility approached me and said, "Where are you from?" And I proudly said, "Woburn Memorial High School." And they said, "This is the most polite and well-behaved group of young people that they had ever had the pleasure of having at Danversport Yacht Club." Although we know as parents our work is never done, know that these graduates before us are heading in the right direction. Class of 2022, you are an amazing group of young people. I told myself I was not going to get choked up. That has already started to show the world what you have to offer. I believe in your innovation, your civic activism, and resilience was always part of you, and that the pandemic impacted you in profound ways that will make you forever unique. And in the words of Benjamin Franklin, out of adversity comes opportunity. Seize your opportunity. It is all in front of you for the taking, and you deserve it. I could not be more proud to call you my last class as principal of Woburn Memorial High School. Before beginning the commencement procession, which I know everybody's waiting for, I would like to recognize our seniors entering the military after graduation. At this time, I would like these individuals to stand to be honored. Please stand if there are any of you out there. I know there's some. Thank you, guys. We also had one student already leave, and so we'll be mailing him his diploma. I am proud of all these young men and women for serving something greater than themselves and protecting our nation and democracy across the globe. Your selflessness is commendable. I wish you the best and be safe. We will now begin the recognition of graduates. Graduates, when your name is called, please walk across the stage this way and receive your diploma and be seated around back in your original seat when you are done. Ms. Curran is going to read the first 10 graduate names. Are you guys ready? Okay. Ready? Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Valedictorian, Persis Aspie, Engineer, summa cum laude. Co-salutatorian, Sahana Dar, summa cum laude. Co-salutatorian, Sarah Ann Turner, summa cum laude. Class President, Omar Mohuddin, summa cum laude. Vice President of the class, Miriam Angela Alessandroni, summa cum laude. Class Secretary, Nadine N. Tran, cum laude. Class Treasurer, Massimo Sampson Di Girolamo, summa cum laude. Student Advisory Council, Vasiliki Vicky Lambruscos, magna cum laude. Representative to the School Committee, Faith Rose Fondudo, summa cum laude. School Council Representative, Rachel Holland Tremonti, magna cum laude. Congratulations.
Here comes like a greatest moment. All right. Standing at a whopping... No, I'm kidding. She said she'd kick me if I did that. Antonio Boam Abdullah. Sarah Olivia Abreu, magna cum laude. Owen Joseph Ackerman. Pedro Enrique Marquez Aguiar. Yaya Aksadi. Ryan James Aleskovich. Anna Clara Alves Oliveira. Maria Eduarda Pereira Alves. Cara Irene Anderson. Raul Antunes. Angel Andres Apaza. Christopher Diaz Araujo. Christina Andrea Arando, cum laude. Michael Joseph Arsenault, who will be presented by Miss Erin Bennett, his cousin. Brenda Nora Acevedo, summa cum laude. Caitlin Elena Aceta. Camille Sylvia Aubrey, cum laude. Sarah Monica Azor. Derek John Bakari, presented by his mother, Miss Lauren Bakari. Haley Amanda Barshard, magna cum laude. Lola Frances Berrigan, cum laude. Shifa Saeed Bilamoria, magna cum laude. Madison Lee Blaze. Mark Peter Blazowski, cum laude. Jackson Talvarez Braz. James Matthew Breeden. Liam Spencer Brennan. Megan Elizabeth Brown, cum laude. Megan Colleen Brown. Claire Grace Bruin, magna cum laude, presented by her mother, City Councilor Miss Darlene Mercer Bruin. Tiffany Nicole Bryant. John Whitten Bryson. Dylan Patrick Buchanan. Ethan William Burlingame, cum laude. Zoe Alexandra Cahill. Damian Joseph Cardoso. Jared Ian Carter. Angelina Thomasina Centrella, cum laude. Marco Maximus Centrella. Aiden Andre Charisse, magna cum laude. Berndy Ashley Charles. Michael Patrick Chiodo. Angelo Christopoulos, magna cum laude. Emma Francis Chasulo. Brianna Cassandra Ciaradoni. Colby Douglas Claflin. Ryan James Claflin. Olivia Camille Coakley. Madeline Grace Cobb. Julia Rose Colucci. Meadow Pixie Camaro, summa cum laude. William Frederick Camaro IV, summa cum laude. Ryan William Connors. Lillian Shania Constantine. David Henry Cooper, cum laude. Julia Corteggiano. Molly Nicole Coyne, cum laude. Brianna Lynn Crusoe. Cassidy Ann Cadoni. Michael Patrick Curran.
Gabriel Augusto da Silva. Derek John Dabrio, magna cum laude, presented by his aunt, Miss Donna Sands. Katarina Rain Dalton, magna cum laude. Carly Madeline Dangora, summa cum laude. Casey Mary Dangora. Cassidy Nicole Daniel. Jake Paul Daniel. Stephen Michael Denizio. Matthew Thomas Santono. Ty Van Dowd, magna cum laude. Jean Junio da Silva Noguera. Samuel Ramos da Silva. Catarina Miguel de Lemos Lorero. Benjamin James Zelia. Emily Page Julia. Isabella Victoria Delira. Robert John DeLuca. Carolina Sofia de Oliveira. Logan Barry DePremio. Grace Margaret DeSantis. Tyler Jean-Francois DeChico. Elizabeth Ann DeFelice. Michael Joseph Dion. Megan Mary Doherty.
Let's go, Megan! Yeah!
Nora Eileen Doherty. Mateus Lopez Donacimento. Chiapon Sisung Doubleday. Emma Jean Dowd. Deanna Lee Dukas. Cassandra Ann Dunn. Barbara Carolina Duran. Michael Echevarria. Cameron Michael Edwards. Ashraf Ayub El Kulti. Diego Francisco Toledo Eller. Khalifa Inez Ellerby Myers. Andrew William Pafaris. Francesca Sofia Fasani. Mazen Fayed. Katrina Estrella Felipe. Joaniel David Felix. Patrick Michael Ferrick. Caitlin Michelle Filter, cum laude. Jessica Rose Finn, summa cum laude. Alexander J. Fishland. Evan Peter Fleming. Amanda Anna Ferrero. Olivia Paige Forrester, summa cum laude. Kira Mulaney Fox. Josh Charles Freeman. Kiera Shea Gabriel, magna cum laude. Brian Matthew Galindo. Sebastian Gallen. Allison Paola Garcia Villaverde. Stephanie Cardoso Garcia. Nehal Garg, summa cum laude. Alexandria Tierney Gately, magna cum laude. Joseph Dominic Gattuso, cum laude. Erica Marina Galvez. Olivia Ann Gary, magna cum laude.
Kylie Ann Santos Gibberti, magna cum laude. Gianna Rosa Gibson. Joanna Jenny cum laude. Isabella Godoy Cochran. Michelle Virginia Graham, magna cum laude. Gina Marie Guarino, cum laude. Sarah Ann Gomnitsky, summa cum laude. Ryan James Haggerty. Zakia Abdullahi Haji. Logan Daniel Halsey. Joynob Hat. Hala Hachawi. Olivia Grace Harkins, summa cum laude, presented by her mother, Miss Mary Harkins. Ruby Kate Harris, summa cum laude. Killian Joseph Hayes. Megan Elizabeth Hazard, cum laude. Nady Yanali Hernandez Millian. Abigail Hierro. David Hierro. Carter Michael Higgins. Carter Michael Higgins. Jordan Isaiah Jackson. Amelia Priscilla Jardine. Carell Probasti Jean Louise. Bridget Elizabeth Johnson, magna cum laude. Samantha Andrali, cum laude. Calvin Elizabeth Jones, cum laude. Lukanya Kevin Kazadi. Mukiba Roland Kazadi. Juliet Sion Keeley. Drew Joseph Keenan, magna cum laude, presented by his mother, Miss Jen Keenan. Dustin William Kearns. Alexander Kanjian. Roshan Sandip Khatri. Layla Lukia Kidda, magna cum laude. Craig Francis Sumpa. Tyler Paul Coble. Mark Servano Columbia. Eliza Ann Kurtz. Sean Patrick Lafferty. Adam Mohammed Layani. Christian Joseph Lally. Ashlyn Grace Lane. Alex John Langlegs. Axel Reynold Larson. Joseph Thomas Latoris, cum laude. Tiffany Cam Lee. Ian J. Lee. Jonathan Kim Lee. Jillian Marie Lee. Ashlyn Christina Luigi. Julie Joanna Rodriguez Lima. Jordan Carla Lasaki, cum laude. Alessandro William Long, cum laude. Denelson Jordani Lopez. Abigail Forbes Lowry, summa cum laude.
Way to go, Abigail!
Megan Paulina Lynch. Jack Gary McDonald. Zachary Alexander McGinnis. Lawrence P. McLeod. Lucas Dornelas Maya.
Dylan Joseph Malo. Tyet Michelle Mano. Jacob William Marston. William Mitchell Martin. Talon Aiden Masoda. Dafterly Masawan. Christina Renee McCabe, summa cum laude. Jack Robert McComsky, magna cum laude. Allison Jane McElhaney. Dylan Osborne McLaughlin. Jesse Dattilo McLaughlin. Nicole Renee McNaughton, magna cum laude. Maggie Ann McSheffrey. Gabrieli Dani Correa Mendez. Joshua Allen Merlian. Dominic Giovanni Metler. Ruth Sina Michelle. Donna Mode. Bruna Eduarda Martins Nizer Rojas Montano. Gabrieli Rocali Martins Morais. Macon Silvano Moriera Guerra. Lydia Eve Moylan, cum laude. Mohammed Tayyib Murabit. Mackay Matthew McQuire. Caitlin Nicole Murphy. Zachary Joseph Nelson. Kevin Joseph Nett. Tuan Nguyen. Justin Waleed Nicholas, magna cum laude. Samantha Jean Nimzik, cum laude. Dominic Robert Niegro. Abigail Elizabeth O'Brien, summa cum laude. Caroline Sarah O'Brien, summa cum laude. Megan Elizabeth O'Brien, cum laude. Devin Blake O'Connor. Jillian Lucia Odabashian. Damian Anthony Oliveira, cum laude. Mateus Silva Oliveira. Skylar Ann Oliveira. Lauren Rose Ouellette, magna cum laude. Emily Victoria Pagliorini. Ava Grace Pagliuca. Allie Joanne Page. Anthony Nicholas Palmieri. Amanda Costa Palmisano. Taylor Morgan Park, cum laude. Rebecca Ann Partially. Mason Lawrence Parziali. Shiv Girish Patel, summa cum laude. Emma Claire Patrici, presented by her mother and aunt, Miss Megan Patrici and Miss Julie Delia. Sorry. Michael Anthony Patrizio. Kelly Houston Piscina. Nubia Karen Pereira do Carmo, magna cum laude. Daniel Christoph Petrov, summa cum laude. Timothy Laquan Pierre. Maria Luciana Pineros, cum laude. Bradley Charles Pinto, cum laude. Carissa Louise Pinto. Gabriel Lima Pinto. Olivia Catherine Pinto. Riley Madison Plowman.
Vinicius Pontes. Olivia Ellen Poole. Devin Charles Porter. Van Michael Powers. Valerie Isabel Ratch, magna cum laude. Cameron Peter Regan, Diana Rivas, Ainsley Grace Robinson, cum laude, presented by her mother, Miss Beth Robinson. Catherine Michelle Rocamayan, Zachary Donovan Roderick, Leo Paul Rogovitz, summa cum laude, Leonardo Mariani Rosa, Catherine Ann Rubel, Paul Gerard Ryan, Joshua Christian Sabino, Chris John Sabu, Mumtaz Mohammed Saeed, Ana Laura Santana Costa, Brian Joseph Santos, Julia Rabello Santos, Caleb David Sawicki, summa cum laude, Ryan Michael Scalise, Christian Edmund Segroy, Pacifica Shahi, summa cum laude, Emma Rose Sherman, Michael Christopher Sheriff, summa cum laude, John Michael Simone, Alex Jesse Simpson, Peter Francis Scathis, magna cum laude, Cora Helen Soderquist, magna cum laude, Umika Shankar Soni, Camille Herrera Silva Souza, Amanda Violet Spoladoro, summa cum laude, Marvin Sabagala, Iana Henrietta Ngonzi Samagenzi, summa cum laude, Daniel Richard Stanley, Hope Jem Stone, Blake Richard Suter, Mary Catherine Sullivan, cum laude, Tyler Richard Sullivan, cum laude, presented by his father, Mr. Steve Sullivan. Michelle Nikki Leah Sumner, summa cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Surratt. Evan Scott Swed. Andrew Peter Christian Taft. Jenna Riley Taylor, cum laude. Sarah Rose Temple, magna cum laude. Dalia Autumn Bell, 2. Kalina Anais Thompson. Kendra Lynn Thompson. Yasmin Tigiart, magna cum laude. Joshua James Tinkham. Justin Philip Tinkham. Kate Olivia Turner. Paris Angelina Valverde, summa cum laude. Jemima Verdier. Hallie Elizabeth Visconti, magna cum laude. Alyssa Samantha Wackrow. Dylan John West. Mariah Jade White. Kaylee Margaret Wilson. Jesse Roland Young. And last but not least, Haley Elizabeth Zalubis.
Class of 2022, if you have not done so already, please move your tassels from right to left. This marks the close of graduation exercises. Class of 2022,